game one. And here's how the Nats line up in this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
And there's one gone to begin the evening. Striding in now for the Nats, Trey Turner, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Game time temperature here in Boston, about what you'd expect for the playoffs, 53 degrees for first pitch. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Well, we all know he's going to get strikeouts when he's on the mound. It's kind of his thing. The key for the offense is to actually make it work for him, so that 3-pitch see you later isn't going to help very much.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Here comes the 0-1. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. One left for Washington, and now the Reds. In is Christian Yelich. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Red Sox, center fielder.
First pitch on its way.
Yelich.
Hit in the air to center field. Marte is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Striding in for Boston, Mookie Betts. Now the pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Hey, you know, D-Row, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with that.
Popped him up. Zimmerman is there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Next up for the Red Sox, Corey Seager. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Up around the face.
This is what fires me up right here. You don't get a chance to see this every day of the week. You got the reigning Cy Young Award winner squaring off against the reigning MVP. That's why you pay the price of admission.
Scherzer gets the sign. Here's the 1-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Marte going back at the track, and it's off the Green Monster. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he'll make it into third here with a 2-out triple.
Anytime the ball is hit that hard to deep center, you know it's going to be a tough play. The center fielder gives chase, but it ends up coming off the wall, and by that time, you knew it was going to be a triple.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. Drilled on the ground to short. Turner gloves it. And they'll escape danger here after the 2-out triple. As in now for Washington, Ryan Zimmerman. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. The windup and the 0-1. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. To 1-2 now.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Ryan Zimmerman. Too high, ball 3.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Changeup called strike 3 as he rolls his eyes at the call. 1 away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
2 great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball? A lot of options at hand right now.
Calling for it is Betts, and Mookie's got it for the second out.
Batting 7, designated hitter.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
Popped him up. Swihart is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Into the box now, Jose Ramirez, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Now the 1-0 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. 2-0 count, the pitch. 2 balls and a strike now.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
2-2.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
Here now the 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Lifted the other way down the left field line. After it is Worth. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Here's J.D. Martinez. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Marte going back. And it's gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center. His first homer so far in the series. As the Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. As they'll take a look at ball 1. Past battles with Scherzer, who's just 1 for 6. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. Red Sox on top in the early going. 1-0 as we play the second. 3-0 now.
Well, I'll tell you, from where I'm sitting, it looks like he's starting to rush his delivery out there. Someone needs to remind him to stay back and let his arm get out front.
Green light on the changeup, but he comes up empty. 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. He loses him on ball 4. Now the Red Sox DH, Eduardo Nunez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Missed with a breaking ball.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
A bouncer up the middle. Turner has it. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So digging in now, Jason Worth. And he'll step in to start things out against Chris Sale. And here is strike one call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Now here's the pitch. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters now. Lifetime against Chris Sale. He's 1 for 5. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. A ball and a strike to count to the switch-hitting catcher, Matt Wieters. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Sinking liner toward left. Oh, and it falls as he can't make the play.
That's the name of the game right there, boys. Get on base any way possible. They're not all going to be beauties, but that one falls in front of the left fielder for a base hit.
Here's Starling Marte as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Fly ball right down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 0-2 once more. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Wieters, the runner at first with 2 gone. Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2. Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's called the ball. 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Nationals leave 1. They still trail. Digging in the switch hitter, Blake Swihart. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. And the pitch. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. Swihart is one of those prototypical left-handed bats that really excels against right-handed pitching. Sees the ball well coming from that side. The 1-1 home. A little bouncer. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. And it's fouled away. Count remains 2-2. Here's another 2-2. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. Here now the 2-2. Swing and a ball line down in the left field corner, but this is going to get foul.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
3-2 full count. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the 3rd. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Christian Yelich. He flew out in his last at-bat. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
Line towards center field. Marte is right there, 1 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie Betts, 0 for 1 here in the early going. From the belt, the pitch. Fastball's too high here, 1-0. Runners on first with one down. That evens it up, 1-1.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Slapped hard the opposite way, but he'll barely have to move out there and right as he hauls this one in for the second out. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Corey Seager. He found his way over to third via a triple in his first at-bat. First offering on its way. High pop-up. Wieters waits on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Here's Daniel Murphy now. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Now Murphy belts one, carrying well to right field. And that one is gone!
They call that the pesky pole down there. It's only 302 feet away, but this ball somehow stays fair and clanks right off of it for a homer. I'm sure the guy on the mound has a different name for that pole, but I'm not sure we could say that on the air.
Bryce Harper is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside, 1-0. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. The 1-1 home. Grounded back up the middle. Seager scoops it up, and a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Now batting, the first
Digging in for his second at-bat, Ryan Zimmerman. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Locked him up with the off-speed stuff on that one. Ryan Zimmerman goes down for out number 2 in the top half. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. 1-0 to Rendon. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's one pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
1 run on 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. But the Nationals are able to tie things up on this solo home run. Bottom of Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, and he'll lead things off against Max Scherzer. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Back up the middle. And Goldschmidt's aboard. It's a base hit. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the 4th.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Standing in now, Jose Ramirez. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. 1-0 count, here it is. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Two and 1 to Jose Ramirez.
They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power, you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, they might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump on.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Well, I think this is the kind of approach they need against such a prolific starter. you can't count on putting up a lot of runs. So getting him out of the game has to be the priority. Working at bats, full counts, running up the pitch count is a great way of doing that.
Throws in time, and that's out number one. Ready for another chance? J.D. Martinez. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Boy, this guy right here in that last AB, how about straightaway center field?
Belted high and deep into right center. Marte going back, still ranging back. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So it's a two-run shot to right center, his second home run of the game, and the Red Sox have taken a 3-1 lead.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Now the 1-0. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. 50th pitch of the game on its way. Outside, 3-0 now. Eduardo Nunez, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Striding in once again, Eduardo Nunez. First pitch on its way. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
Great execution of that changeup right there. Great arm action. Batter was totally out front on that one.
The 0-1 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. A bare hand for one. Back to first, but he heard the footsteps that time, and the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got the force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Worth is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So the Red Sox strike for 2 on the 2-run homer. Worth through 4. Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin. 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, D-Row. The hitters are on point. The pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate, and this offense, both offenses, are taking advantage.
Worth hails from the prairie state of Illinois. This is his 16th season at the major league level, and obviously that alone reflects the incredible career he's put together.
Yeah, and he's had to continue to evolve and adjust as a ball player. To stay in the league that long, 15 years, I can't begin. He's on the short list. There's not many guys who make it a year, 2 years, maybe max. I would wonder what the average length is of guys in the big leagues. But to stay in this game 15 years screams to being a great teammate and being willing to constantly adjust.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter,
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. But the Nationals draw one back on the... With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as the left-handed hitting Christian Yelich settles in to start out the inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Missed with a slider. The 1-1 is in there for the second strike. And now pitch on the way. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Not quite out of here as it's off the monster. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
Digging in to try it again, Mookie Betts. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Here's the first pitch to him. Lays off 1-0. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And the run will score from second as they double him up now. It's 4-2.
Man, it's like deja vu all over again. Two well-hit back-to-back doubles that bring in a run. This one ends up going off the wall, and it looks like they've got a pretty good idea what this guy's trying to do to them out there. Definitely getting some good swings against him.
Here's Corey Seager as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0 misses for the second ball.
Boy, this is one of those tricky spots for a pitcher, right? You have an open base, but you have a guy on deck that could do a lot of damage. Not a good spot to be in if you're a pitcher right now.
Too high, and it's 3-0. On deck, the powerful right-handed bat of Paul Goldschmidt. Here it is, the 3-0. Fastball too low, and that's ball 4. Ready once again, Paul Goldschmidt. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
I heard so many pitchers in my career in the dugout talk about you're only one pitch away from getting out of a nasty situation. This is perfect right here. A strikeout or a double play, and he can get right back in control of this inning.
To second for 1. Digging in once again, Jose Ramirez. He was a ground out victim last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. So 1-1. 2 balls and a strike.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And he will beat the tag of Wieters safe at the plate.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
First offering on its way. In the dirt, and now let's see. And that's going to wipe away the possibility of a double play as the runner moves into second. Hmm, 2-0.
No reason to give in to him here with a base open. Putting him on base just gives your defense more ways to help get you out of this.
Scherzer comes set. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a miss at a ball down.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. In there for a base hit. Now a long throw home. But the throw is well up the line, and he scores easily.
Those are the ones you remember right there, Dan. That's his 4th RBI of the night, and that doesn't happen often throughout the course of the season.
And you know, as a pitcher, you see what this guy's been doing. You know he's having a good night. He's a tough guy, and he's a tough guy to pitch around. Some nights you just have to tip your cap. A pretty good night. 4 ribbies in this one here.
Xander Bogaerts is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. Missed low and inside with it, 1-1.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Line toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Outside of home runs, nothing fires me up more than watching a good baseball player drive the ball at the opposite field. Talking about hitting the inside half of the baseball, that's exactly what happened right there. And when we say inside half of the baseball, imagine the ball coming to a complete stop halfway between home plate and the pitcher's mound, and then cutting that baseball in half and highlighting the inside half. That's where you're trying to take the knob of your bat or the hands to that spot and carve the inside half of the baseball with power.
And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's a 7-2 ball game. Now the National skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And the hook's coming with him as that'll be all for Max Scherzer. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Fly ball to straightaway left. Worth is under it, and the inning is over. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. 5 innings complete. It's the Red Sox 7 and the Nationals 2. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
A ball and a strike. 2-1 to count to Trey Turner.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
The 3-1 pitch. Full count now. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. He'll try it again, 3-2. Count still full, 3-2. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. So the leadoff hitter in the inning reaches safely for the Nationals.
Hey, after starting the game 0 for 2 with 2 punch-outs, that single had to feel good right there. Nice piece of hit.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. Now we'll step off and fire to the bag. And the runner back easily. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Hey, this is the game within the game right here. The hitter has to decide if he's going to change his game plan. Is he going to stay staunch and wait for him to miss over the heart of the plate or inside? Or is he going to adjust his sights and try and drive the ball the other way?
On to Goldschmidt, a double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
And now Bryce Harper. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, and that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Harper behind with an 0-2 count now. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Nationals go quietly. They're down 5. It's 7-2. In is Christian Yelich. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance.
Christian Yelich.
First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, and ouch. That one drilled him. Throw gets him. So they are able to get an out on an unusual play. And hopefully the pitcher's okay. Well, this is certainly something you never want to see. Perhaps the silver lining here, if there is one, is that got him in the non-throwing arm. So if he had to work his way through this, he probably could, assuming, of course, that there's nothing broken in there. And I think he is indeed planning to give it another go. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
The 2-1. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And it's gone into the monster seats. A solo home run there for Mookie. His first homer here in the series, as it's now a 6-run ball game. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1.
Don't think for 1 second, after giving up already 1 homer, that he doesn't know where this lineup's headed. He's going to have to face the real sluggers right now, and he's going to have to execute.
Now the 2-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike. The 2-1 is fastball taken high for a ball.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count.
Swung on and hit in the air again, deep down the left field line, and he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Now this ball's hit out to deep left center. Marte going back. Still going back. That one's out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo home run for Corey Seager. His first homer so far in the series, as this is now a 7-run ball game. Into the box now, Paul Goldschmidt. Hard liner to center field. Marte is there, 2 gone.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Sent out to straightaway center field. Marte is under it, and that's the 3rd out. So 2 runs come across here, both. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. He's struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here.
It doesn't look very promising so far on this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Stays alive, still 0-2. Looking to send him packing again. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
No hitter is ever going to feel good about taking the hat trick with 3 strikeouts in a game, but I will say he's not the first guy to have a terrible game against my man on the mound. And you know what? He won't be the last. We all know he's one of the best in the business for a reason.
New pitcher coming on now, and it's the former #1 overall pick from 2007, David Price. Two runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Hit hard on the ground towards second. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Boy, D-Row, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. The 1-2 gets him swinging. He struck him out. Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters now. Lifetime versus David Price. Comes in with 15 hits and 54 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. Rendon over at second. Goodwin on at first with 2 down. And there's ball 1.
He obviously wanted that call on the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. And even 2-2 count for the Nationals catcher.
Trying to count 2-2.
And he chases one up the ladder as he hits a high fly ball out to straightaway center. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Nats leave a pair. They're down by it. J.D. Martinez will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take you back to inning number 4. And this was his 2nd home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. On to Lansdowne and gone. A solo shot here to left. His 3rd home run of the ball game as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, if you would have told him when he woke up this morning that he was going to hit 3 home runs tonight, he would have thought he was dreaming. Well, it's a dream night, but he's wide awake.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. Slow roller back to the mound. Turner fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the 1st out of the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Eduardo Nunez. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. There's a fastball that just misses, ball 1. The 1-0. Right there, Murphy at second. Backhanded. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting. Catcher.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Blake Swihart. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Got him to go up the ladder there for strike 1.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. But that is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-2 to the Red Sox catcher.
2 strikes.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's through first and hustling for second. He'll get it into second, and he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Yeah, some guys have the ability to rise to the occasion, while some guys shrink away when it matters the most. Well, this guy is a gamer. He's been on fire since the postseason started, and after that hit, it looks like he doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon.
Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Turner will put this one away, and the side is retired. The Red Sox tack on 1 more. So the Nats lineup turns over, and to the plate, Starling Marte. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. After it is Yelich. But the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And there's 1 away now. First pitch of the at-bat. Skied into straightaway right. Ramirez has a play. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in to try it again, Daniel Murphy. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. And that misses, ball 1. In there, and it's even at 1. 2 out, nobody on. One and 2 now. Grounded up the first baseline. Taken in by Goldschmidt, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Here's Mookie Betts. He went deep last time up.
Yeah, in his last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run, so it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. Here's Corey Seager. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
Marte is there now, and it's 2 pitches, 2 out. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ball and a strike.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Roll. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Now batting, left fielder, James
Here's J.D. Martinez as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And he's looking to do something only a handful of players have ever done. Hit 4 home runs in a single game. Ball one. Now the Nats are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. The 1-1 home. Misses. Ball 2. Goldschmidt on second. Ramirez at first. 2 out in the inning. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
Count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through into left, a base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. In now, Xander Bogaerts. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Line towards center field. Marte is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the... Here's Bryce Harper now, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Ramirez moving to his left. He's got it 1 away. Ready for another chance. Ryan Zimmerman. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. Carson Smith answers the call from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1, here it comes. Behind 0-2 now. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. In now is Anthony Rendon. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. And he'll put this one away, and the Red Sox have taken their first step as they claim Game 1 here at home. This ball game is over. Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. And, fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And, Matty, I think you're absolutely right.